I live in Springvale, a suburb which was shaped by the principles of the 1960s Australian dream of living. Here, properties are deep, brick veneer homes dominate the landscape, and the typical 6 metre setback from the street created large front yards which were intended to foster the creation of neat and tidy spaces which showcase the house. In my home, a lot over the last 21 years has been built to extend on the house. Things like storing a caravan, wanting to create a secure boundary from the street, or creating spaces outside to spend time in, or isolate and separate from the house, have culminated in creating a space that is specific to us. With a brief to accommodate the 1-year stay of a 23-year-old family member who suffered a spinal cord injury, the time frame of their stay instigates an opportunity to make the house more accessible for a wheelchair and a better place for everyone. So the first step was to look at the potential of the house, and in our case, our home is long and skinny and has this kink in the middle which makes it very generous in terms of the amount of space that is outdoors. But only having one main door makes it a drag to get around the house. It was also important to look at the way we live, and we often undertake activities in our own space. As a result, the first strategy in this project was to increase the amount of entries in the home to 4. They are placed along these corridors, which divide the home into 4 sections, and lead to a living room, kitchen, 2 bedrooms, a bathroom, and to the guest space, where there is a 3rd bedroom and an additional bathroom. Furthermore, to bring natural light to dark places, skylights and clerestory windows, which will naturally vent heat from the house, are employed. Without the independence to get out of the house and go anywhere, the use of the whole site becomes extremely important motivation when designing for a paraplegic, so that they can do more at home. Extending the floor level of the home beyond its walls allows our guests to independently move outside. Filling the corners of the site with places for activity is then a way of maximising the use of space between the house and the site boundary. This spread out to the corners allows multiple activities to then occur in different areas of the site simultaneously. Whilst a high front fence provides privacy that encourages the use of space, a low fence allows a visual connection that can enable valuable social engagement for our guest. In response, a strategy can be to treat the front as a living space, so there is a stronger link between the house and the street. However, it is evident in the suburb that constant publicity deters people from using space, and this leads to yards that are empty or filled with aesthetic elements. Thus, having doors which adjust the front yard's publicity according to our preference can extend and limit the relationship we want to have with the community. Building a one-to-one test aimed to represent the principles of this front fence idea, and the neighbourhood was a source of inspiration. Whilst brick fences are often too skinny to comfortably sit on, the change in heights and thicknesses of the fence changes the way that you can use it. The test was a way of mocking up a fence that would facilitate different activities, and by creating a space that could fit a little Webbecue, the activity promotes an opportunity for incidental encounters with people on the street. In the neighbourhood, these strategies can capitalise on the prevalent amount of outdoor space on typical properties by creating space that increases potential activities at home.